Hey guys! So I did what I always do and I found a plant sale and bought a couple more plants for the shade garden. As you know, last year I planted about 96 plants in the shade garden. Most of them I think are pretty good. There was a few that died, and I've started already this season, or for the start of the season, working on putting some more plants in here. As much as 96 sounds like a lot of plants, it was quite sparsely planted simply because of how big this area is. I mean, it's huge. It goes all the way past me and then all the way down here. So 96 plants didn't actually stretch that far. This season already I have planted the lily of the valleys and the astilbes, and today I am going to plant some lamium and some barrenwort. So let me show you the lamium because I'm going to start with that first. I'm planting the lamium under this tree because this is in quite a deep shade for most of the day, and I think that the lamium can take it, but also this beautiful silver pop of color under here I think will be spectacular in the shade. This lamium is called a beacon silver. It's from Tesla, and it will grow 30 to 60 centimeters wide, 10 to 20 centimeters tall. So there is a hosta in here when it leaves out. I've got the anthropodiums, which are this one just here looking a little bit worse for wear as a heuchera, and I think that that's another hosta. So in here I think it will be quite nice. I like the idea of that silver pop of color, and maybe eventually as I put lots more plants into the shade garden I'll have to move them because we are a little bit away from the walkway and these are like a low ground cover. So if I plant something, say here, it might overtake that. But that's okay, you know, it's part of gardening as we move things if we need to, and I'm not stressed about that. It's going to be a while before I get this fully planted up. So I'm just going to get these in the ground. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I've kind of put them in a ring with a couple of bigger plants just in front, but spaced. Like there's a plant just here and one here, and that's kind of in the middle. And the hosta will come up with those big bold leaves just behind the lamium. So I think that that will be beautiful. Let's get them in the ground. Oh, I should get my auger. Oh, let's get my auger. I think there's a big root though. That's okay. Nice root system there. I'll just gently do that, but it doesn't need a lot. I think that this is the perfect location for them. They will fill in really nicely, spread sort of all around here. And as I've said, I've got the hosta at the back, I've got a heuchera just here, and this one just here is another hosta with a growth node coming up. So I'm gonna have some really big bold leaves, some purple leaves, that shiny silver, and another bold leaf. The anemones are back here, will grow up big and fluffy and feathery. So I think I've got the perfect textures and combinations of color. And this silver, like just look at it here in the deep shade. That silver pops. So pretty, so happy. On to the next plant. I've moved to the end of the shade garden now that gets the afternoon sun. So one end of the shade garden, closest to the veggies and the chickens and stuff, that gets morning sun and dappled light. Then the middle of the shade garden gets deep shade all day. And this end of the shade garden gets dappled light and then afternoon sun. The dappled light, of course, when the robinia tree is in leaf, which it's not at the moment, but that's okay, we'll be soon. What I am planting down here today is an epimedium barrenwort. Now, I just saw this on Tesla's website when I was ordering some other stuff, and I thought that is really pretty. It's like a greeny bronze orange leaf, little yellow flower, and it said it was good for borders, under trees, shade gardens, things like that, and it can take a little bit of sun. So I'm hoping that where I put it, it will do okay. If I find that it starts to burn, it gets a little bit too much sun, that's fine. I'll just move it. It's not a problem. So in this section here, I did originally plant a heuchera and a hosta, and I think that they're gone. The anthropodiums are doing great, and I've got another sort of bushy plant there, and two of these guys which have that leathery leaf texture. Cannot for the life of me remember their name. Does not matter. But I thought that this would be a beautiful place for the 3 Barrenworts. Look at the beautiful color and structure of this leaf. Like it's almost a heart-shaped drooping leaf with that beautiful bronze, orange, green colors to it, and I think that it will be an absolutely beautiful contrast against the anthropodium. And if, say, a hosta or a heuchera comes back here, it will look beautiful with that as well. But I think that they're just going to be stunning. There is a little bit of damage on these at the moment, just from, you know, transit and handling, etc. But I really do hope that they love their life just here. I think they'll make an excellent addition. I am just in love with that. So let's get them in the ground. Ooh. Look at that. It has it did say that they grow by rhizomes, which are these bits here, and that will spread under the ground and grow into more and more clumps, and then I can divide these clumps into more plants later on. Oh, they're so pretty. Look at how the sun just glows through those leaves. Isn't it absolutely stunning? I'm loving the structure and the texture of it. The color, that just beautiful glow is spectacular, and I think that it sets itself off against the anthropodium really beautifully with that color, and just that downward sort of droop of the leaves I think is beautiful. Just going to water these in now. That's it. Let them grow and develop as they get bigger and more beautiful. As I said, I can divide them and make many, many more plants, all from the one. Bye guys.